Hello, everybody. I am SunPyschic Jean, and please welcome my very special guest, Terry Suzuki of Kigaru Spiritual Journeys. Hi, Terry.
Hi, how you doing, Jean?
I am well, a little tongue-tied, but I am so excited about our show today. I love these magical Mondays and having time together to do our readings and to say hello to everybody here in the chat. Now,
Yeah.
what I'd like to do is I have one little piece of a little uh, change I have to make. There you go. That's good. And I just would like to say hello to Lori Hunsinger. Uh, and oops, I just clicked her. And
Mm.
instead of Lauren, right? I think that's she
Yeah.
changed it to Lori. Hi, Lori. And there's Tina Mack is here, and Wiki is here, and Scorpio Mama is here. Welcome back, Scorpio Mama.
Mhm.
Lottie B is here. Viviani is here. Thank you, Viviani, for everything that you do. And all of the moderators. Sharon Sipe is here as well.
Wow.
So thank you to Sharon Sipe and Amy Warrior Princess. Wow. Thank you, everybody. Oh, Akila B is here. So nice to see everybody. So Terry and I had a special offer that we had previously, and we had a winner, and tell them a little bit about it, Terry.
Sure. So, one of the things that Jean and I love to do together is go on a spiritual journey, which is essentially, you know, traveling out there in the universe and meeting other spirits out there that will help you on your journey to give you more information. And so we ran a contest, and the goal of the contest, we just want to make sure we're just completely honest about the goal of the contest is trying to get more people to subscribe to my channel. Um, we have even more things we want to do, but we need a few more subscribers. So uh, what the offer is that we're going to hold a contest, and what you need to do is go subscribe to my channel, Kigaru Spiritual Journeys, and then shoot me an email. So the YouTube will send me a little email, but I need your email to send to put you into the contest. And then this contest will go for about 2 weeks. And then we will pick a winner, and Jean and I together will take you on a spiritual journey, astral travel, basically. And it's a lot of fun. We just did this, what, about a month ago?
Hmm.
And
Yes.
oh my God, the winner went on a journey. Now, here's the other thing about these journeys, we don't plan them. We don't know what's going to happen. We know in general that there's going to be something fun to do, fun travel, fun, because they got to entertain us. And there's going to be messages. There might be something about some play. There's definitely going to be gifts. We took a young lady on the journey, and it blew our freaking minds. She had a past as a um, Aztec princess. Oh my God, as a very, very spiritual person. And it was mind blowing. It was so fantastic. Now, we're not promising you that yours is going to be that fantastic, but it's going to be pretty interesting. So just shoot me an email at kigarutarot@gmail.com. You can always go to my YouTube channel and get my Gmail address. So first, go subscribe to my channel. If you're already subscribed, shoot me that email, and in the subject line put um, what did we use last time? Just spiritual journey. Just put that in the line, and then I'll know what why you're contacting me, and I'll put everybody's names in a big bowl and do a drawing. And even if you've already been on one, might as well become a subscriber and go on another journey. And maybe share my channel with other people that some friends, so that we can just get a few more people subscribing, because we want to be able to reach more people. And
Yeah, I think that's so exciting, Terry. And thank you very much for volunteering to do that again. And it's a win-win. We want to make sure that we reward you with something in return, even though Ron says it's free, right, Ron? Ron Unconditional Love is here, and Valerie B is here. Hi, everybody. And you know what? I just noticed that I am connected to Facebook, but for some reason, I am not seeing any Facebook mentions on my StreamYard. I know.
interesting. I
Mhm.
just saw something from Wiki that's interesting. I don't know if I can. Oh, I can pop it up real quick. Wow. So I actually read Wiki in person because she lives in my area, and I was at a fair. And when I gave her the reading, it was a fabulous reading, but I had a bunch of stones and gems and things. A lot of times, all of us hold on to, like, I have this piece of selenite I really like. Sorry, I have it. This lovely
Ooh.
quartz heart that the lines go all the way around it. And I had brought just a bunch of stuff with me, and for some reason, I felt really, really led to give her some granite and quartz that I got from Greece. I had found it on the beach. It was just lovely. It was I think it's like half white, half gray, and I gave it to her because I just felt like I had to. And look at this. When she was there, she went to Greece, but she didn't get to bring much back with her because she caught COVID. Oh,
Oh,
oh. Well, I'm glad at least you have something from Greece. So
very nice. Very nice. Well, thanks for sharing that, Wiki. And let me just bring in that information again for everybody. I'm really sorry about that, you guys. I wonder if it has anything to do if we had a little delay getting started. But anybody who's watching on Facebook, if you'd like to ask a question, you can just click on the link for the YouTube that I popped in there, and you can come on in and ask your question here on YouTube. For some reason, I cannot see. Oh, Priscilla and Heather are here. So nice to see you. Thanks for coming. So I cannot see the Facebook messages. I usually can. For some reason, I can't. There's after we go live, it's hard to make any changes there. So I apologize for today. I don't want to shut it down, but if you all would like to come on over, that would be helpful. But I did pin that. I'm unable to see your messages. Okay, so sorry about that, you guys. Just a little housekeeping there. But Ron, Unconditional Love, Lori, Butterfly Kisses Healing is here. And thank you all very much. And let me just show Sharon's site is this is Terry Suzuki's email. She said she's offering readings. Terry, here, if you don't find a time that suits your schedule, please feel free to suggest one through email. And her email is kigarutarot@gmail.com. And that's also the email where you can sign up for the contest after you just go on over and subscribe to Terry's YouTube channel, and then send her an email at kigarutarot at gmail.com,
yeah.
and just put spiritual journeys or contest or something in the subject line so that she'll know. Yeah, and the last time you really did the whole thing. You went, you did, you printed out all the names. You cut
Mm-hmm.
all the pieces of paper, all the names out, folded them up, and your grandkids helped you out a little bit, and you shook them up, and you actually pulled one out of the hat. I was like, oh man, I would have just like scrolled and said,
Scroll, close your eyes, and fun.
yeah, yeah. So, and it's really amazing, and we've learned a lot of really just a um, really deep and uh, just spiritual lessons about humanity and the earth and the universe, and it's really very empowering, very enlightening, and it's almost a little bit of a past life, a little bit, and a little bit about a future life, a little bit about an alternate universe kind of reality. It's sort of like everything encompassed in one. It's really very exciting, and it has catapulted my development for sure. When Terry and I read together, we go on a journey, and I think our guides take over and they start leading us. I don't think, I know they do. I
Mhm.
know they do, because I feel they upgrade us, and it's almost like to leave the density of our body, and then and then we would go on a little further, and then they would have us do another thing that would like be an upgrade, and we could feel the change in the energy every time they would ask us to do something different. And never two times are alike. It's all new. We never know what's going to happen. It's really very exciting, and it's I think it's going to be the wave of the future. I think, I think that um, understanding alternate realities and multiple dimensional lifetimes, and just going on spiritual journeys, and discovering what your guides have in store for you, I think is really exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Amy, I have your question marked there, and the Croat Zone. Aw, she's taking you up on that offer. So why don't we start there? You want to start there?
Yes. Okay. Do you think we ought to pull a card or just see who comes forward?
Um, what would you like to do? But I can do either. Let me see. Yeah, let's pull a card.
Oh,
Let's pull a card. Anybody have that music about? I don't know, that music that is
drum roll.
yeah, something like
I
that.
don't know. I
How's
don't
everybody's Monday going?
Valerie B.
Hi, Val. Nice to see you.
Valerie B. I've just been hearing so many good things about you, and I really do need to book another reading with you. Yep, definitely need to.
Yeah, yeah. She's a busy lady for sure. Okay. Well, this is somebody that is we know this is Saint Francis,
Oh, I love St. Francis.
and it
Okay.
says follow your heart. Follow your heart, Priscilla. And I think that's you. You usually put like a P at the end, but I think that's you. So follow your heart and Saint Francis. And Saint Francis is the saint of animals, right? The sentient
Mhm.
beings.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes.
So,
Okay.
and it's not always what the traditional meaning is. Sometimes it's a little bit different. So let's just tune into the energy of Saint Francis and see what message is for Priscilla. So I'm seeing what would you call that? I'm seeing a flower bud, almost like a sunflower. You know how the flower is closed, but it's like in a point, and it's pointed down, and pretty soon it's going to open and face the sun. And so I'm seeing a sunflower like this, and St. Francis wants to let you know that you're on the right path, that you're opening up beautifully, that you're following instructions, and that um, you are you are just in the groove, and doing the work of uh, of all of the ascended masters on the other side, and teaching and educating is such a high um, mm, uh, it's an honor, and they understand that a lot of this information that comes through them, and it's research, but it comes through them. It's all of their teachings, it's all of the history, it's all of the knowledge, and you are putting it together to remind all of us where to begin. There's so many people that are going to be opening up, y'all. I'm telling you, people that you never thought before would have been interested in past lives or reincarnation or talking to their guides or angels. More and more and more people are opening up. This is what the big change is. And Priscilla and Heather have done such a beautiful um, service to humanity by providing the education and the background and the basis to all of this. How about you, Terry?
Well, St. Francis came in right away, right away. And I'm calling him St. Francis, even though the very first time I met him spiritually, he said, call me Frankie. Okay, well, St. Francis, first of all, he is, I know that this is not how St. Francis usually appears. You know how sometimes Jesus and Mary in photographs appear and showing their heart, you know, but he's showing me that because he's showing me he's really calling attention to your heart. So he says your heart is soft. Your heart has a soft, loving nature, especially towards animals. He is recognizing that you have a new puppy, loves that, recognizing how much you loved horses, all the kindness you have, but he's showing that you have an unusual kindness for people, that the human animal. And that he's just really showing me how deep you care about people, and how much that he is appreciative of it, or I want to almost say overcome a little bit. But he also does one other unusual thing, is he said, "Hi there." I believe from the way he's saying hi there to you is you guys you've been in a past, you've been with him before. You've, like, when he was alive, you were alive. You were probably somebody who helped him, where because he's saying hi like he's greeting an old friend. So,
Remember me?
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't doubt it. Hmm.
Yeah, that's what I got.
That was really enlightening, in that you said that she's kind to animals, even the human animal, because we are all. It's just amazing, isn't it, to realize that? But yeah, that was very inspiring, and something a little different. It's not always the traditional or the biblical energy that comes through. It's sort of the essence of
Hmm.
of the character, I guess. Oh, she says it's Priscilla, St. Francis, so love him. What a lovely message. Thank you, Jean. Terry Frankie was my gypsy cob stallion's name. Wow. That's how she knew him.
Wow. Hmm. I
And the animal, the gypsy cob, excuse me. Excuse me. And I'm getting too excited here. The animal, the gypsy cob, and Saint Francis, is it all ties together. And then he said that call him Frankie, and then he knows you. Oh my
right.
gosh, that is not a coincidence. Wow.
Yeah. I love St. Francis. He's such a lovely soul, spirit, whoever, but he's easy to be with, easy to talk to. You want to treat him really special because he's special, but he's also funny and yeah, lighthearted. So
Multidimensional for sure. Well, thank you for that feedback, Priscilla. That was really nice. What does IKR mean? Does anybody know? I
I know,
don't.
right?
Oh, I know, right? Okay. I'm not. I'm not. Yeah. Um, so Wiki said she loves that. It was really neat. That was really neat that she tied all that together. That's really neat. So nice. And Lisa Parr is like, oh.
Gotta love those ascended masters.
It's really great. So I just want to say a special hello to, I thought I tagged him. Maybe I didn't. I just want to say a special hello to Craig Dixon. And Craig, I think that if you would just email Terry, or you might want to check in your junk email box, the junk box or the spam box for Terry's email. She's waiting on you to reply, right, Terry?
Yeah, to pick a time. Um,
Yeah, I
yeah,
do know that. I think when I emailed him, it went to his spam box, which, you know, it happens. It
yeah.
happens. It's okay.
Well,
But
also, I have 2 emails, and I think I switched emails on him accidentally, so my other one might have gone to that spam. So, yeah, give it a
okay.
check.
Okay. So Lisa Parr has a question. She says, "May I please have a message from my Native American guides and teachers?" Wow. Wow.
Cool.
Let me just see if I can get it. Okay. Thank you guys for coming over. Uh, you're welcome, Priscilla. Okay.
Well, Lisa Parr, I immediately see them sitting in the night around a campfire, talking, sharing. And so let me tune in a little bit more about what so well, the first thing I heard right away, connected to the earth. So you are m- more connected to the earth uh, in a lot of ways. Where that you can draw upon that Gaia power, the Mother Earth power. I feel like they are almost doing magic with you because they're sitting by the fire, they're telling me things, but I see them throw like a little bit of dust in the fire and it makes a different color, or flares up a little. And I see them doing many different things. Oh, mm. They say that right now they are somehow storing up experiences for you for the winter, for the fall and the winter, as if they don't need sustenance, but it's as if you need sustenance in the winter and the fall, and almost like they're doing a spiritual hunting and gathering for you. Okay, why they say our daughter is strong. Our daughter needs our support. she supports others. Oh, in ways that you are not quite aware of yet. Oh, you you give of your time to somebody. Maybe you volunteer at a shelter or something or at a nonprofit. You volunteer somehow, I think. They're giving me the feeling that that what they're doing for you, you do for others. Can you tell me more? And so because that you give so much of yourself to others, they whether it's spiritual, whether it's emotional, whether it's actually financial, or even going there and doing stuff, they're saying you give a lot of yourself, and therefore they need to make sure you have your own spiritual sustenance that you can draw upon. And they want you to call upon them anytime, anytime. It's not like they're going to talk to you really, but they're just going to be there. You're going to have to it's going to be a lot of leap of faith here that they are there all the time helping you.
It's really nice, really beautiful. So Lisa says thank you, and she said it makes sense. Makes sense. She also said she loved the smell of the fire burning.
Mm,
Um, and Lisa, what I was seeing for you was white buffalo calf woman was standing holding holding the white buffalo, and she was small, and the buffalo was large, but she was standing side by side and almost could tame the wild animal. So she said that there is a calmness that is over you, that you have within you. There is a tranquil way about yourself that is handed down to you, and to this is something that you can utilize and call in and draw on. This tranquil part of you is not sleepy, it's calming, and it's energetic, and it's powerful, and it's in your aura. And they're telling me that you, similarly to the buffalo calf woman, have this aura that you can sort of ramp up when needed in order for that tranquil state to ripple out. Um, she's standing there. She's on a plane. There is no structures around her. It is just out on the plains, and she is standing next to the white buffalo, and she is standing there with such presence, and she just wants you to know that she is there when you need to call on her, and to rely on that tranquility. Yeah.
yeah.
So let me know if that makes any sense to you. But thank you very much for your question, Lisa Parr, and for picking up on um, your ancestors, and that white buffalo calf woman, man, she was right there. She meant business. You knew she meant business. She had a lot of power just within her energy, you know, really strong presence.
Yeah.
Uh, Hi, Rose Flower. Nice to see you. And Sharon Sipe wants to share that one of our community members, Cheryl, and she's also known as Prince Charming's mom, needs our help, and she has a GoFundMe, and she has the whole story as to why she needs the GoFundMe, and that is the link if anybody would like to click on that and see if they can help Cheryl in any way that you can. That'd be great. Um, Oh, and here's Juno's. Juno says that, or Sharon also is sharing Juno's GoFundMe page, And we all support one another here in the community. And thank you very much for posting those, Sharon. It's just really important to keep it in the forefront of everybody's awareness. Okay. All right. So let me just see if I know I have somebody else. I just have to scroll up. Here it is. Glow is here. And she said, hi, Jean. Hi, Terry. Any messages from her ancestors? And I also see Jessica Williams. So, Jessica, just let me know you're still here. You'll be next. Yes, we're still open. We're just rolling along. All right.
Yep.
Glow. That's a pretty name.
Yep.
Messages from her ancestors. Do you like penguins? They're showing me penguins, and they're showing me the penguins mate for life. That they're very dedicated, and the male of the couple is the one who does a lot of the work. I believe. I don't know. Either that, or look up the spiritual meaning of penguins. There's something about that longevity and the dedication and the loyalty. But they're just showing me penguins, and it's a very rare. Why in the middle of July I would think of a penguin? Um, so let me just see what that means. Oh, she was perhaps Eskimo. No, I don't know.
Well,
We're
you're not going to believe this, but I got an animal too, and I'm like, what is this animal? And then it's white with a little bit of black feathers, and I'm like, I think I just got a penguin too. Wow. But definitely ancestors with who have something to do with animals. So I have to go back in and look too, but something animals have a something strong in her ancestry line.
guess who? Guess who? He's running the show, you guys. St. Francis. Did I get the buffalo? I mean, did we not get an animal
Yes,
and the horse? I mean, with
I feel like she's
everyone.
still here. Yeah.
A big influence for sure, because I don't typically see them. But so let's just tap in one more time. You can jump in, Terry.
Okay. Well, I'm seeing your long line of ancestors, reaching way back, in the 18th, 17th, 16th, 15th, just back, way back. And I think that why it's all about animals. So I keep just seeing animals. And I get the feeling that your ancestors treated animals better than people did at the time. Now, I'm not saying treated them like as nicely as we would treat them today. Some of us anyway. But that there's some sort of way of working with, talking to, communing with animals. I mean, maybe they were horse trainers or taught people how to farm. There's some very, very deep connection to animals. And I think that they passed this knowledge down the line, down the line, down the line. And so they're showing me it doesn't necessarily mean that you have this, but they are just showing how much that this enriched your lineage, enriched your lineage.
Oh,
Yeah, enriched it spiritually. So basically, they're kind of saying you got a really deep heart to call upon. Yeah, you must feel things very deeply. I'm just seeing a pretty big heart here. Yeah.
That's beautiful, Glow. Let us know if that makes sense to you. So, also, what I was getting is your ancestors were telling me that it's almost like, you know, how you set up a serve in a volleyball game, like somebody sets it up and then you spike it or whatever. They said they set up this uh, generation, that each generation before you uh, was evolving in humanity's evolution just a little bit, and they knew that this time, this when we're here in this on this earth in this generation, um, in this lifetime, we're going to evolve more than any other generation has before, and we're raising our density, we're raising our frequency and our vibration. And they said that they set this up, they like set it up and did the work and set up the groundwork, they said, in order for us to be able to move through this evolution in one generation. And they are all here supporting us. And it's almost like that's why the last 100 years happened, was so that we could be here today. They said it looks like it's just a natural uh, progression. They said, but it was all divinely orchestrated. Um, and for us to be able to do this, and they're telling me about the internet as well, that for us to be able to do this at this time. How interesting. There's a lot more there, Glow. But thank you so much. What an amazing. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Thank you very much, Glow, for your question. Um, I didn't see anything back from her. And Sue Chaffee is here. Hi, Sue. Oh, wait. I'm sorry, Sue. Hang on one second. I told somebody else they were next. Um, I'm not really good at this. I mean, I'm not doing well today. Okay, Glow. Here, Jessica. I said Jessica was next. Hi, Jessica. Thanks for coming over. Oh, and Glow says, thank you, Terry and Jean. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
So, Jessica, just say hi. She says, I would love a reading if drawn to. And she submitted her entry through the email. Well, good luck to you, Jessica. Well, thanks
Yeah.
for coming over. So she just wants an energy reading, or, yeah. Hi,
Mhm.
Cody. So, Jessica, I'm hearing them say that you're going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. And um, I feel a little bit of nervousness I'm not sure if you're nervous about the reading, or if you're nervous about a job, or if you're nervous about, I'm not sure. There's just a little bit of nervousness. And they just said they want you to know that everything's going to be okay. And they want you to know that you're being protected and guided. You have angels and guides around you. And you are very sensitive, they're telling me. You are very sensitive. This is why you feel this energy and you're not sure what to do with it. They said that you are very sensitive, and this will, if it hasn't already, develop into an awareness, not only the self awareness, but the awareness of the realm of the information that's around us. They said you can tune in and develop your communication, and yeah, so good luck. Good luck to you on that. How about you, Terry?
Wow. Well, they are really just kind of focusing my attention on the next 2 weeks. The next 2 weeks. For some reason, these next 2 weeks are rather important. And at first, they're showing me the next 2 weeks is kind of a sage green, which and like a solid path, or like basically they're saying you're okay, you're going to be okay. But then they're showing me a tightrope that you're going to be walking a tightrope in this next 2 weeks, but that you're going to be okay. You're going to learn a lot from this. it is going to help you kind of pick up another spiritual skill. Um, they're not saying what it is. They're just saying that things might be a little up and down in the next 2 weeks, and you're going to be fine. They're with you all the time. They're showing me the green as just complete love and safety. And so whatever is going on, try to learn don't dwell in like, woe is me, my whatever's happened, my cable went out or whatever. They want you to learn the lesson. Learn the lesson quickly, and that way you can keep going. So
Absolutely. Every time we go through a challenging time, which I like to call opportunities, it never leaves us empty-handed. It leaves us with a lesson, with an awareness, and a just an experience that brings us wisdom. And so the quicker, and Terry, this is yours, so I'm just going to repeat it. She always says, what the quicker you find out what the lesson is in the challenge, or the opportunity, then that's when things just calm down and reveal themselves almost.
the
Um,
faster you figure that out, the faster you get to go through it. So get done with it.
that's right. That's right. Well, thank
It's
you, Jessica, for coming over, and for subscribing to Kigaru Spiritual Journeys, and for sending your email and entering the contest. And all the best to you. All right, very good. I see so many people are having their putting in questions. Thank you. And Tina Mack has a question. She said, "May I have a message from my dad? His name was Lou." Let's get a message from Lou. And Cody, I don't know if you have time, but I know that we ran out of time the last time. If you are interested, you can go ahead and put your question in. Cody had asked a question, I think, the last time we didn't have time to get it. Tina Mack, Tina MCC. He's a good looking man. He was trim. He liked to wear like muscle shirts and stuff. Like, he kind of kept himself fit, and he knew how to like work on cars. I see him like, and I hate with the muscle shirts, the white muscle shirts, and I see him sort of outside in the garage, or in the driveway, fixing things, and cleaning things up, um, and he was fit. He was fit, and he wasn't afraid of hard work. I'm not sure if he liked trees or if he liked gardening, but he was always outside, and sort of, um, had that little sweat on his back, and the little, he's just showing me that he was a hard worker. And I see him as having dark hair, a little bit of a smaller framed, a little tan, wearing that muscle shirt kind of t-shirt, and always quite busy. I'm not sure if he smoked. He has something in the corner of his mouth. He's showing me that he had that little squint in his eye. So let me know if this makes any sense to you, Tina, if this resonates at all.
It would be nice to know, Tina, because I'm seeing a very similar guy
He was
with
nice
curly
looking
hair.
and an athlete, and it was the toothpick in his mouth.
Ah, well,
Okay.
I want to throw in there because sometimes what my guides do is they show me somebody similar, and they're showing me my cousin's husband. So who looks very much like Jean has described. He's not on the other side, but what he was a radio host, and so I'm getting the feeling that maybe your dad had a really deep voice, one of those striking voices. So let's see what message he has.
Yeah.
Wait.
He's so loving too. He's coming through with so much love. Um, He's saying he kind of he's showing me, like, you know how you wring out a rag or you wring out a towel, like if you're drying off a car and you wring out that chamois and it has all that water in it. And he's saying, "Hey, Stouffer," he's saying that he's wringing out every bit of life in his lifetime. He used it to the max. He didn't waste a minute. He didn't waste anything. He said he wrung out every bit of life he could in his lifetime. He said he was full of life and always doing something, making the most of it. He said he had this drive in him that was always motivating, always like needed to be doing something, always needed to be accomplishing something. And he just had this sense of time, this sense of urgency. And I'm not sure if you have this same sense of urgency as well, Tina. He is telling me that you have a lot of his characteristics and that you favor him, and that he's just saying that I don't know if he called you my darling or my darling or darling or but he's let me see. He squeezed everything out of his lifetime. He made the most out of it. He's just encouraging you to do the same. I think that's it that he's telling me. How about you, Terry?
Well, he keeps showing me her throat and her heart. And so I can't get away from that voice, that deep voice that he had, this commanding voice somehow. And he's encouraging her to speak her truth more, but to connect the heart and the throat chakra. Make sure to connect them, because it seems like one of the things you may have inherited from him is this commanding voice or this way of putting things across. But don't forget to connect the heart to it. You don't want people to just be like, scared of what you're going to say or anything like that. Connect the heart to this. And always remember that before you have to tell people stuff. Just remember, connect your heart to your throat.
And that's in a vibration. It's that frequency that comes through the voice. How beautiful. How
Yeah.
beautiful, Tina. Wow. Wow. So she says, yes, he loved his cars. He had Cadillacs and was very busy. And yes, she does look like him. And everyone said, I am like him. Yep.
Oh,
Yep. Oh my gosh, I'm getting chills on that. He passed too early of heart issues at 52. That's why I
oh,
was
too
saying he
young.
squeezed every bit out of that lifetime. It is a chamois he's showing me. You know what a chamois is, right?
Right.
It's that thing you dry off a car with, and when you squeeze a chamois, all the water comes out. But oh, sorry, I hit the wrong thing. She said he passed too
Yeah.
early of a heart issue at 52. Yeah, that is too early.
Yeah.
Aw. Oh, Tina. Well, that was really, really very nice. He's a really good communicator
Mm.
and quite the looker for sure. But he kept showing me in that T-shirt, and I didn't want to say the word. You know what they call it.
Well,
And
if he owned a Cadillac, he owned a chamois.
so Jessica is just giving us a little feedback, and she's saying that she loves penguins. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. And so Tina is just following up. He would polish his cars with that chamois. Yeah.
Mm.
Wow, Tina, he really came through with a lot of details there. So
Mhm.
Cody, you said I don't see. Do I have Cody's question? I saw you said, I hope this question will make sense. It's a bit out there. Did you type it yet? I don't know if I see it up here. I'm going to look. It not yet. Not yet. But thank you everybody for being here. And I see that Stouffer Cavins, the psychic medium, is here. Thanks for coming,
Oh,
Stouffer. So nice to see you. Oh, it's all in caps. Okay. All right. Well, let's see.
we missed an all in caps question.
I'll take a minute. You can okay, there. Hmm.
I am not finding it.
Mm-hmm. Um, Thank you, everybody, for being here. I'm going by and seeing all y'all. Yeah. Mm, it must have been way back there. I don't know. The Crone Zone. Amy, I didn't forget about you. I see Sonia's. And you know what? As we're going back, it like jumps us forward again. So it's hard to keep going back. I don't, Cody, if you don't mind, can you cut and paste? Are you able to cut and paste? Yes, thank you. He said, I'll type it again. Thank you very much. Because
Thank you.
I don't want to miss you twice. Oops. Oh gosh, look at this. Sometimes all caps with no emojis gets blocked by YouTube. Yeah,
Oh,
that's not going to help us, YouTube. We need the caps, but maybe put an emoji in there. Yeah. And
yeah.
Amy said she's still here. How about if we like take a look at Amy,
Okay.
see
Yeah.
what we can just do it. All right. So I'm sorry. May I please have a message from my Scottish ancestors from Clan MacLeod? They've been with me a lot lately. Clan MacLeod.
I think it's pronounced McCloy. Cloyd. McCloy.
Oh,
I
if
don't know.
you, Amy, if you can put it in there phonetically, that'd be great. McLeod.
Cloyd. Oh, McCloud. Okay, good.
Leod.
Learn
McLeod.
something new.
Mm. They say you're far more sophisticated than we could ever be. They said that we were almost like barbarians or barbaric in the awareness. They were very much unaware of anything other than what was right in front of them. They said that you have this awareness, this universal view. This you come here with an awareness of all the generations where we only thought we were the only ones on this earth at that time, and that was it. Once we were gone, it was over. They said they had no concept of an expansive understanding or understanding of the world around us or the worlds around us or before or after us. And they're saying that they're proud of you and to be proud of your lineage and take what you take the gems that we had in this lifetime and bring those with you, which was their traditions, their loyalty, and their brotherhood. They had brotherhood no matter if you were related to one another or not. When you made a friend and you were loyal to that friend, that was your friend forever. And this is just what they'd like to say, that you have this quality, which is a gem, that once you make a friend, you are loyal. You have very much a lot of loyalty, and to combine that with that new awareness that you have. But they're showing me a lot, Amy. You're quite connected. I'm getting a lot of hits on there. Yeah. How about you, Terry?
Well, I feel like I'm on a movie set. What's that movie that's all about the Scottish? I can't remember.
Braveheart?
Not Braveheart, but there's a new. It's a book by Diana Galvin. I want to say anyway, but it's. I feel like I'm on the set of that movie slash TV show. Um, lot of ancestors here, and they say that Clan MacLeod is the bravest. Okay, they're all the bravest, but that we're the bravest. And the speaker's kind of like thumping his heart. We're the bravest. You come from the best, the bravest, the most loyal. And they're saying, if you were alive when they were alive, they would have recognized you as a seer. They would have recognized your ability because there's a reason why you're called Amy, warrior princess. You were they were warriors. You're a part warrior princess here from them, and they're saying that you would have been acknowledged as a seer. Before they went into battle, they would have consulted you. And they want you to never doubt that connection. And they want you to know that connection is still there. You can call upon them to help you. You can call up, like if you're having hard times, think, kind of bring them in. Think about them because they are always in your corner because they're the most loyalist. And so that's really what I'm getting, that they acknowledge that the gifts you hold right now are very important. Yeah. And they're aware of them and that it comes from them too. So
Wow. Wow, very nice, Amy. And I think that might be why you changed your name to Warrior Princess. Yeah, it could have a lot to do with it. So everybody's saying either Brianna,
Outlander. Yes, it's
is it
Outlander.
Outlander? Okay.
Yes, I felt like I was on an Outlander set.
She said, I'm moved early, vibrating all over my body, head to toe right now. That's confirmation. That's it.
Yeah.
Our bodies are sort of like antennas to the vibration of the energies around us and the spiritual world. And the reason why you're feeling that is just that confirmation. And they're almost like coming in and showing you love, and you can feel that vibration from them and just say thank you. Or if it's too much, they step back a little bit, please. But they just are coming in and confirming for you, Amy. Aw, head to toe. Wow. Very nice. Very nice. There's lots of energy here today. So thank you very much. And Melinda, if you would give us your father's first name, I'll take you after we uh, look at Cody's question. So Cody says, I'm curious if my current incarnation is based put of an immersion pod rather than a spirit incarnation. Um, for example, higher density being using an immersion pod to incarnate from Earth.
Well, that's interesting.
My current incarnation is based on an immersion pod.
I'm going to kind of interpret that as like a council. Like a council is incarnating as one individual.
Mm. I'm not sure. Is there, Cody, would you tell us what you mean by the immersion pod rather than a spirit incarnation? If you would confirm if that's the council. Because Cody does QHHT and he's yeah, connected for sure. So I just want to make sure I'm getting this right. For example, a higher density being using an immersion pod to incarnate on Earth. So a higher density being using an immersion pod. I'm just not sure what an immersion pod is.
Yeah.
But let's see. While you're typing, Cody, we can try and start tapping in.
Yeah.
So they said that you already know that you have higher. They're telling me right away. They're saying you already connected to a higher vibrational density being, and this is your higher self that you feel that you are connected to. So it is part of your soul, but I'm not sure about that immersion thing. Um, And you're here obviously to activate and to, uh, I don't know what the other word is other than activate and attune people and turn on uh, the energies. So you're an activator, you're a connector, you carry the vibration and you share this. And they're showing me a hawk now that you have like you're like a, they're saying like a commanding hawk. And this commanding hawk, oh, is your higher self, is that higher vibrational being coming through and showing me how it's just my language that I'm having trouble with, how proud and strong they are. Oh, yeah, and you can feel this and you're in contact, you're in connection with this. So I just don't know if I can answer the immersion pod, and that seems like what you wanted to know. But there is a higher vibrational energy. They're showing me as a hawk or a large bird with that majesty to it, like a very reverent, a very high wise being is coming to me and showing me themselves as this. A way of achieving mastery for a higher density being via incarnated to the earth 3D matrix. A way of achieving mastery for a higher density being. Oh, well, hell yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Well, they explained it to me. This is how they explained it to me, because, sometimes they have to get simple, with a simple person sometimes. They're saying, they're reminding me, the old game where you whisper into somebody's ear a sentence, and then the next person whispers it, and the next person whispers it. By the time you get to the end of the people, it does not resemble anything like the first sentence. And they're saying that all of you in this immersion pod were studying healing and healing on the human. Uh, they're talking about us like we're aliens. The human. I think they're just calling us human beings, but it's more than that. Like this human dimension, this humanness. They're saying we all wanted to learn together. We had already achieved a very high level of knowledge. But the problem is if we sent Cody down alone, Cody would learn, then he'd come back, he'd tell us. But as he was telling us, each of us would hear something different. Each of us would take something a little different from it, just like the game where what we hear changes. We decided that it was extremely important to come down and hear it all together at once so that there could be no interpretation bias, that it goes all at once. They said, think of it like a school trip. We all got on the bus, that's Cody, and we came down. And we're having a school trip. We're all learning at the same time. Nobody's wandering off. We're all staying together because we are responsible individuals, higher level beings, and we are learning. That doesn't mean that Cody can't learn things on his own, the being that is Cody, but we are all part of Cody learning these healing techniques and humans' response to these techniques.
So his spirit is plural, and they did not want to miss the opportunity to be here on earth at this time and experience it. They didn't want just to hear about it or just to be the counsel for you. And you allowed them. You said, you can come with me. I'll allow you to come with me. And this is why you were, he loves it. He's like, wow, profound. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Terry hit it right on the nail right on the head. And it's, it's, it sounds like that but that bird, I'm telling you, sometimes you guys, I got just, sometimes I see like a little dog and it's like unassuming kind of dog and it's a little smart alecky or whatever. And it's really like a higher vibrational being or an ET like communicating to me, but they disguise themselves as non-threatening. And I think this big bird that I saw with this majestic kind of presence to them is that higher council, but they're presenting to me as this majestic bird, and I would say hawk, but and it's just very serious and like looking at me. But how about
Well,
you, Terry?
well, who knew we'd learn something completely new today? Completely never, I never ever thought about. But that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, this I think made sense to me. A way of achieving mastery for a higher density being via incarnation into the Earth's 3D matrix. And he was saying it was like a pod or a machine that allows the mind to incarnate on earth while the body sleeps. And Cody, that is perfectly feasible, but I would say open up your the possibilities that the pod or the machine may be representing something uh, that that is unknown, and there's no words that we have, and it's unknown in our world yet. So I think that it is that, but it may that what you the words that you're choosing are a representation of what it is, because we're not aware of what it is. But that's amazing.
I kind of
Cool.
want to say it's beyond my pay grade, but
It's above my pay grade. You're funny. Good job, Cody. Thank you very much. I know it was a little hard to try and get that across in chatting.
yeah. But thank you for asking such an interesting question.
Exactly. Exactly. So Terry, we're just over an hour. How are you holding up? Are you okay?
I'm okay. Yeah.
Okay. You want to we're okay for a couple of more?
Yeah.
All right,
Couple
just tell me this is the last one when it's
okay. I was
okay.
thinking like at least two more.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. So Jem, if you're still here, just say hello. She says, any message from my mom, Alberta. Hi, Jem. Nice to see you.
And who's next, just so that we get them on board?
Yeah. I asked somebody for their father's name. Let me see. And I'm just taking them as the oh, it was Melinda. Melinda's next.
Oh, and Billy Joel was his name. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Who did I have a second ago? Right, here it is. Guys, I'm doing something a little different. Here, Jem.
Yeah.
And
Oh, Jim's here. Yay.
good. Alberta. Let's see if we can find Alberta. I can't see anybody's Facebook messages. If you want to come on over, just click on the link that I have pinned. Um, but I'm really sorry. I'm not sure why it didn't work today. I just went over there to check Facebook. Messages from my mom, Alberta. Oh, I know what I'll do. Okay. I feel a very quiet spirit, very soft spoken spirit. Not sure if she liked starfish. She's showing me starfish, or or what that means for you. She was a hard worker. She liked hanging clothes out on the line. She liked nature and natural, organic. And back then it was just the way it was. They didn't call it organic because everything was organic, right? She's just saying that the crispness and the cleanness and the purity of the air quality on Earth is what she misses. Not sure if you lived outside of town, a little more rural. She's saying she would go into town. She's saying that's don't limit me to just that. She said I also had a very busy social life as well. She was quite the social lady. Not sure if she played cards with neighbors or like bingo. There's something that she would that she was good at. She was very smart and liked to figure things out. Like she always had strategy and very smart. She's showing me. How about you, Terry? Are we getting?
Yes. So right away, when I tapped into Jem's energy, Alberta kind of lightened my screen with butterflies everywhere. But they're not like real butterflies. It's like a 1960s pastel version of how they might draw butterflies. It's very, very whimsical, very whimsical. And these butterflies are all over, and she I felt like she was confirming what you said about her, that she was a hard worker, that she was, she of course did a lot for her family, but she's really drawing my attention to this whimsical butterflies, these pastel colors that to me seem so very 1960ish. And she is saying that she had uh, a real artistic heart. She used crafts and artistry to make the world pleasant for the people around her. So it's not just that she did all the work that a lady was expected to do when she was alive. She made it fun. She made it beautiful. She made it I think she had her own style. Because what she's showing me is not showing me what I might consider beautiful or what others might. She's showing me what she considered beautiful. And so I think she had her own style. And she is also saying, I am honored when you think about me. I am honored that I had such an influence in your life. And she says, please forgive me for all those times I wasn't quite the mother that you really, really deserved. Now, a lot of times when I get souls on the other side that are apologizing, some of them have no reason to apologize. She's one of those. Like she's apologizing for the very small bits of being human that she was.
Mm.
And yet I think she was probably such a great mother. So Alberta, any other? She said that creativity, that artistic heart that I had is also in you, Jem. And Jem, you can call upon those qualities. You can call upon my qualities through your spirit, that they're there still to do whatever you need to do, however you need to apply them. Because she's not saying that you have to be an interior designer or anything like that. She said you can apply these qualities in any way you want to make the world a better place. Oh,
Oh,
there you go. Cool.
wow. 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 We have really good communicators here. So she said she used to collect starfish. Can you
Oh,
believe that?
wow.
And she sun dried her sheets. And
Oh,
she said she misses Earth. She said, we used to go on country drives for produce. And she played bridge and hearts. That
oh,
I mean, she was just telling me one thing after another after another. She also said she was an RN and a volunteer, and she made beautiful Afghans with color. So
mm,
that's the artistry that you saw.
mhm,
And she said she was exceptional. She certainly is, Jem. And this is the spark that you have inside of you. But they all tend to encourage us to be that creative, whatever that creative desire is inside of us, to utilize that in some way, just in any way that you possibly can, to be creative, because this brings you closer to the spiritual
right.
vibration.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice, Jem. Good job, Terry. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay,
She's
let's
she's a
see.
great lady, and the starfish, I love that. The starfish that she collected.
It's, you just never know why you say things. And yeah. Okay. I'm going up here to see that Melinda's father, Billy Joe. Melinda's father, Billy Joe. He seemed like a teacher. He seemed like he always say he also had something in his mouth. I'm thinking it's a small cigar or a cigarette, but he would be like, "Now listen here, and I'll tell you." And he would like kind of tell you what to do, tell you how it is. He would always be teaching you lessons, and kind of he would take the time out of his day and explain to you and to the family why he wanted you to learn things the way he wanted you to learn them, or how to do something that would make it easier for you. He was very much an instructional. He liked to teach, he liked to share his wisdom, and he was always kind of telling you how a better way. Instead of going out the back way, you can go around the front and go over this. He just always has a suggestion, always has a better way of doing things, or a learning opportunity, just showing me that he likes to teach, and he likes to teach. But he liked an audience too. I hope you don't mind me saying he liked the audience too. So he was a little bit of, not a ham, but he was a little bit and he wasn't a know-it-all, but he liked to make sure that people knew that he knew his stuff, if that makes sense to you. He 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 would tell, like, I don't know, the guy at the gas station how to run his gas station a little better. Like, he always had a something, a suggestion, a way of, what would you call that? A recommendation, a suggestion, advice. He would give out advice. He always wanted to give advice, is what he's telling me. And when you do this, he always wanted to do something just a little bit better. So just let me know, Melinda, if that sounds like him, and if I have the right Billy Joe.
Mm. So I'm seeing Billy Joe as a older man, not super old, and I'm getting the same thing that he kind of liked to be in charge, but he was a fun guy. I'm seeing him at like a barbecue, like out in the yard. He's out in the yard, there's barbecue. He's like telling people what to do in a nice way. He's kind of running the show, and just a nice guy, regular guy. But he turns, it's like he notices me. He turns to me. I hope he said this, but he says, "Hey, Twinkle, you're here," talking to you. Or Twinkie, Twinkle, Twinkie, not Twinkle Toes. He doesn't go that far, but he's, "Hey, Twinkie, or Twinkle, you're here." Oh man, we are in for a party now. He's like happy to suddenly like, it seems like he's quite busy over there, still running the barbecues. Um, Twinkle, you know you're my girl. I'm so happy for you. I get to watch what you're doing. I get, he said, you won't believe how much more interesting things are over here. Oh, but he also says he can't wait to get back. He can't wait to like do this again. Like he said, now, well, he's a little hopeful here. He's like, now I'm going to know better. And I'm like, yeah, like all of us know better. Okay. So he's already kind of thinking about his coming back and stuff. And he's just such a nice guy. Sorry, I hope he called you Twinkle because something about this Twinkle or Twinkie or Twink. I don't think it went so far as Twinkle Toes.
Mhm. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. So she said, "Oh, he definitely loved an audience, and he was always giving us great advice." And
Hmm.
she said, "We barbecued a lot." And she also said, "It sounds like him. I felt like you were talking like he would be talking. I could tell that you were hearing what he was saying and you were saying it because when you were talking, I picked up a little bit more on the personality that he was just really very likable, very friendly, and always had like to, sort of like I don't know, past time chatting with other people. He was very likable and always wanted to he was very he wanted to talk and wanted to converse and wanted to know. He liked the conversation. He liked the energy back and forth with people. Um, yeah, so she said we barbecued a lot. Yeah. Wow. What and just the way that you were saying it, just the cadence and what you were saying really sounded like him. I was picking that up. Very nice. Very nice, Melinda. Thank you very much for your question. And I just want to say, oh, wait, okay. Oh, yes, everyone enjoyed his company. Good,
Yeah, I can
good.
tell. He was one of those guys that people they liked. They enjoyed hearing there's a barbecue at your house.
Yeah. And by coming through like this and sharing his energy with us, he's also sending you so much love and letting you know that he's still here. He's still with you. He's still, around so you can call on him at any time. Um, yeah, it's amazing. I don't know if it's the planetary alignments, but it's really really good communicators today. And so let me just show this. So Sharon Sight put this up again, and she said, just so that you guys could see that Terry's email to enter the contest. And if you want to review that one more time, Terry, what are we?
Uh,
Go ahead.
Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Kigaru Spiritual Journeys, and then shoot me an email at kigarutarot@gmail.com. And maybe just in the subject, put contest or spiritual journey, something that will remind me that yes, you want to be in the contest. And we're going to go for 2 weeks, which I still didn't look at the calendar. What is about actually, let's go to August 13th, my birthday. Then I know exactly where. So August 13th, what is our, oh man, that's a long time. Let's do August 1st instead. August 1st. And because I didn't mean to go for a whole month. August 1st. And so just shoot me an email, subscribe. maybe share with your friends, try to get them to subscribe. So I have a few more subscribers. And just like Ron says, it's free to subscribe. That way YouTube recognizes us a little bit more and puts out our information a little bit more. So thank you so much. And what you win is a spiritual journey, astral travel with me and Jean. And it's fun.
It is loads of fun, you guys. Aw. Ooh, and I was just putting all that information that is here over into Facebook because they can't see the when we
Mhm.
pop it. Oh no, maybe they can see it when I pop it up. You're right. I just don't know how that link got mis, mismatched. Sorry about that, you guys. But I do see a couple of you did come over and ask me your questions, so thank you, and thank you, Terry Suzuki. It has been so magical and so high vibrational. I really always have fun reading together. And
Mhm.
everybody
I
here in the
always.
chat, we couldn't do it without you. And Jackie, for all of your support, Sharon Syke, for all your support, everybody here for all of your energy. It's almost like you guys are all holding
Honey.
space for us. And
Yes.
Miranda, I see you too. And Denise is so sweet. She goes, "You two are so amazing. Thank you for being such a beautiful ray of light. Have a blessed and beautiful, benevolent week ahead." Thank you, Denise. What is it? I'm telling you, this community is just amazing, amazing.
Mhm.
So have a wonderful Monday, everybody. Kick it off and have a wonderful week. Enjoy the summer and enjoy the sun. And we'll see you back here in no time. Hey, Terry, do you know, are you going to be on this Sunday coming up?
Yeah, I'm on Sunday with Allie. She has the Heart and Soul Connected show, Allie Martin, and I'm on at 10. I don't know if I'm being paired with somebody. I probably am. So
Hmm. And
whatever,
then
whoever it is, it's going to be fun.
it's 10 Pacific. Is that correct?
Yes, 10 Pacific time.
Hmm.
So,
And the next time you'll see me is on the 4th of August. We're going to be doing another psychic triad with Terry Lee, Terry Suzuki, and myself on the 4th of August. So, everybody, please do go over and subscribe to Terry Kigaru Spiritual Journey YouTube channel. And please do enter the contest. I cannot
mhm,
wait. I cannot wait. It's going to be
mhm.
so much fun.
Yeah.
Bye, Cody. Thanks for your patience with us. And bye, everybody. Bye, Amy, Warrior Princess. Everybody's saying goodbye. Bye, Amanda Carroll. Bye, Sonia. It's so nice seeing everybody. Have a great
Mhm.
night. Bye bye.
Bye.